On this vote, the yeas are 427, the nays are 1. 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended, the bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
The Senate has now passed the Epstein bill as soon as it comes over from the House.
With the Canadian representatives, 250% for dairy products.
That would be history already in the building tonight, as President Donald Trump becomes the first sitting U.S. president ever to attend.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. President, are you prepared to negotiate with Democrats now?
Mr. President, on Jeffrey Epstein.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for knowing.
Mr. President, can you respond to these Epstein emails that were released today?
Well done, Mr. President.
Incriminating in the files, sir.
Quiet.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter. It's the way you ask these questions. You start off with a man who's highly respected, asking him a horrible, insubordinate, and just a terrible question. And you could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC. They're going to psych it. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter. As far as the Epstein files is, I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert.
It's time for the Epstein class to go, to be held accountable. It was an overwhelming vote, 427 to 1. This should pass the Senate quickly. Senator Thune now has said that the president's ready to sign it. There should be no amendments or shenanigans in the Senate. Send the bill to the president. What do the American people want to know? They want to know who else visited Epstein's Island, who raped young girls, who abused young girls, who are the other people who were involved. Some of those names have been shared with Thomas Massey and me by survivors and survivors' lawyers. But what we need is for those files to come out, the files on the Epstein's computers, the witness memorandum, the interviews.
Well, Mr. President, Donald Trump has tried to cover up for Jeffrey Epstein long enough. It's time that the Senate finish the job to finally compel the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files. A few hours ago, the House of Representatives passed their Epstein bill with as lopsided as a vote as you can get, 427 to 1. It's now the Senate's turn. In a few moments, I will ask unanimous consent for the Senate to pass the Epstein bill as soon as it comes over from the House. My unanimous consent request guarantees that the Senate will immediately pass the Epstein Files Transparency Act without any further action as soon as it comes over from the House. We will pass the House's bill without changes, without delay, and we will finally get this done. Epstein victim groups have made clear that they support this bill as written, without amendments. We should listen to them and pass this bill quickly. They've worked so hard and long to make this happen and deserve tremendous, tremendous credit that we have arrived at this moment. This isn't about Democrats versus Republicans or about Congress versus the president. This is about giving the American people the transparency they've been crying for.
So I'm going to go for a little while to represent the United States at the Ryder Cup, which is very exciting. And we'll.
I think, I've been saying for a long time that I think that all the credible information that can be released should be released. And so that's where we're at. So I think that's a positive development.
President Trump does not release these Epstein files?
I hope that doesn't happen, because that would, of course, defy the act of Congress and the stated intention of the President to release this information. He should do so in a timely fashion and make a complete disclosure.
Keep the pressure up. We'll keep the pressure up. Pressure for the President to sign, and then pressure on the DOJ to release the full, unredacted files. No hiding, no game playing, no covering up. Pressure to make sure the documents are released in their entirety and not warped by a corrupt DOJ who's hell-bent on hiding the truth, bending the law, and protecting Trump. Trump's own Justice Department that told him he was in the files. Remember this. We know he's in there. He knows he's in them. What the heck is he hiding and been hiding for so long? It's time for the truth. This bill is a command for the President to be fully transparent, come fully clean, and provide full honesty to the American people, even if he doesn't want to.